Welcome to Floyd Mayweather Snr. Let's bring him in. How you doing, Floyd? Thank you for coming on.
How you doing, Sam? You all right?
Doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing fine.
Okay,
doing great.
Good to hear. Good to hear. You know, a good friend, Amir, said one day that he would hook us up with you, and sure enough, he delivered, and we definitely thank him for that. Just wanted to, talk a little bit boxing with you. Only going to ask you one or two questions about. Just wanted to ask you one or two questions about Connor McGregor because it is a little bit of a silly story. All the talk about Connor McGregor facing Floyd. How annoying does it get for you to constantly get asked about a fight that likely will never happen, and if it did happen, it would be one of the most lopsided fights of all time?
Yeah, I think it would be that way. To be honest, I think it would be lopsided, one-sided, and I'm saying on Floyd's side is up. But Connor McGregor, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna be honest with you. My son told me yesterday. He said that he told me. He said anybody. He said anybody. He said, look. He said that to me it ain't worth it. He said that. He said, look, I'm walking away from here with all my faculties, and he's gonna walk away with all of his mind and everything. He want to walk away and and enjoy his money. So he said these are his words that he told me. He said. Ain't gonna do it. He told me once before. It was he told me 2 months ago that he was gonna continue to fight, and he wanted to fight. But then again, his mind ain't there now.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be annoying for him. I was just gonna say it's got to be annoying for him too to constantly have to be asked about a guy who's not even in his sport. And at the same time, it must be tempting for him to know that he can get paid a lot of money, for an easy fight. But to me, it's like he's above all this.
Oh yeah, Floyd, he's above that. Yes, he is.
Yes.
And I'm truly telling you the truth that I really truly believe that it would be a easy fight. That fight don't bother.
Okay. No, we were just saying that Floyd is above all this. I mean, McGregor doesn't belong in the same ring with him, at any point.
Right. I'm with you with that. I'm with you all the way.
And, sometimes you also hear people talking about a possible Floyd versus Pacquiao rematch. And, here again, why would anyone think it would be any different in the second fight when Floyd dominated him so easily, a year and a half from now?
Hey.
I mean, it's just...
Let me say this right here about Pacquiao. Pacquiao is a has-been. Pacquiao has been beaten by Floyd, beaten easy. I mean, it ain't like this was no tough fight. This fight was real easy, man. And you got to call it like this right here. You know his trainer, right?
Yeah, Freddie Roach.
Huh?
Freddie Roach.
Right. So you got to call it like this right here. Freddie, the joke coach Roach, who wouldn't dare to approach. He's a roach blowing smoke with no hope. Manny just moved from first class to the coach with the roach.
Right.
And now he'll be sprayed with rage and underpaid because at the end of the night, his title will be gone. Just like the roach when the lights come on.
That's amazing. Why do you think Pacquiao gets so much credit? I mean, he's a good fighter, but like you said, he has a lot of losses. He has some draws, but let's not forget all the fights with Marquez that he could have got losses also, but he got a couple of wins there. I mean, this guy could have like 10 losses if you count all that.
Oh, look at man. See, the whole thing is I don't know why so many people is pushing him to say what he is, and people, why for you need to fight him again because he don't want no second fight. that would be one of Floyd's easiest fights that he can have. That he can
I
have.
agree.
That'd be his easiest fight.
I agree.
And no telling what happened, and no telling what might happen, man. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Floyd is like, Floyd been fighting a lot of these fights, man, with his hands. His hands been, Floyd's hands, his hands sort of bristled. Now it ain't like it was when he was younger. So, like I said, man, a lot of these fights, a lot of times he beating these guys, but he ain't putting them to sleep. Like when he was younger, man, he was getting a lot of them guys out of there.
Right.
You can look at his record from back then. You can look at his record from back then and look at his record now. I mean, he's winning either however you want to look at it. Floyd, right. he destroying him. I don't care how you want to look at it. When he fight him, he makes sure he get a total win. Nowhere they don't have a chance of getting no kind of point.
Lopsided win after lopsided win. That's why he is. Would you personally like to see Floyd come back to get his 50th win? And if so, who would you prefer to see him fight?
Well, let me say this right here. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought about that a long time, about Floyd fighting his 50th fight, which is no doubt in my mind. He can fight Pacquiao again and beat him. He can beat McGregor and beat him. And there's some more other fighters out there that Pacquiao and them and McGregor and them probably can beat, and Floyd will beat them too. So I'm just telling you that I think that Floyd should call it a night, because right now it ain't nothing to prove, man. It ain't nothing to prove. People tell you to come back. Oh man, come on, man. You can do it one more time, man. You don't know what happened, man. People get butted in the, man. When you're fighting, man. When you're fighting to win. It's really when you're fighting to win, man. You sometimes, man, people do things bad to you in that ring, man. They headbutt you, man, and it's all kind of things that they do, man. And I would say that the best thing for Floyd is, man, to leave it alone and let his record stay like it is. And he cannot be denied as being one of the greatest of all time. He cannot be denied that. So. And that right there, man, that's a lot of people would love to have that type of thing mocked up under their records, man, but hey, it's not that way.
And if Floyd doesn't come back, how many years do you think people will speculate on him returning? It seems like it doesn't matter what he says, a year and a half has passed already and people still obsessed with him coming back. I mean, will we still be hearing this 2 or 3 years from now? Is Floyd coming back? What do you think? You gonna hear 2 or 3 more years from now. Then after 2 or 3 more years from now, they did it. They didn't did it right now this long. They're gonna do it like you said 2 or 3 more years ago. Then it's gonna vanish. It's gonna be talking about it long before. It's gonna be talking about it long. After Floyd might be gone, but they're gonna still be talking about it. Right. They're gonna still be talking about the fight, man. But one thing about it, man, is that my son did what he knew he could do, and he did it. And I started him from 11 months old when I started my son in the ring. He didn't get in the ring at 11 months. I started teaching him how to punch when he was a baby, and that's when he came up, man, and he came up to be one of the greatest ever. Right. Unbelievable career. I think it's just people miss him, and there's a lot missing from boxing when he's not active. But the guy's entitled to retirement.
That's what a guy was telling me the other day, man. He said, man, could you get Could you get Floyd to fight just one more fight, man? Just please, man, one more fight, man. I just want to see him, man, one more time. I said, man, look, man, I cannot tell you about when a grown man gonna go fight and when he ain't gonna fight. Right. You know, well, man, you know, can you please tell it for me, man? I want to see him. I mean, who is he, man, to tell Floyd about what he's gonna do? I mean, he's the only one man talking.
Right.
You know, exactly. And he ain't talking about no money. So what you talking about?
You're right. Tell him he has to watch 49 cage fights. That's out there if he wants to see Floyd fight. Want to ask you three more things. Want to ask you three more things before I let you go. What does Danny Jacobs have to do to slow Triple G down? And how much of a chance do you give him to win? Danny Jacobs and Triple G.
Man, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm gonna be honest. Since my son stopped fighting, I mean, Ali used to be one of my favorite fighters, and I'm sorry he's gone, but hey, look, he was one of my favorite fighters, and you know, from that point on, man, really, and I stopped fighting myself, man. I just didn't forget a whole bunch of guys, man. Triple G. This guy getting ready to fight Triple G you talking about? I don't know, man. I'm only thing I'm gonna tell you about Triple G is only thing I tell you about this guy here, man. Triple G is very strong. He relentless. He don't stop. And I mean, don't get me wrong. He beatable, right. But he's beatable right now. But I'm just trying to tell you that what I see, because he ain't no real tall guy. I'm just saying that Triple G, it can be beat if the right guy's in there.
Do you think Danny Jacobs is the right guy?
I doubt it. I doubt if he's the right guy.
Okay, that's fair. Should be an interesting fight, but we'll see what happens. Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia. Is this the fight that Danny's luck runs out and he finally gets his first loss, you think?
Wait a minute. Keith Thurman and Garcia, Danny Garcia.
Right.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I got to go the way my heart is, and the way I got to go with my heart, man. So, you know, and I think that Danny Garcia, man, is a good fighter. He's a good fighter, and I think he do some nice things in there, man. But I'm gonna tell you, man, I had to go with Thurman. I got to go with Thurman, man, because I'm talking about somebody punching hard and much taller, and somebody gonna push you down. He's gonna keep sticking that jab to it, man. And when he drop that right hand, man, I'm telling you, he got to hit him somewhere. He's gonna hit him somewhere. I know in the fight, he's going to hit him somewhere at least one or two times with the right hand, man. Hey, it ain't gonna be long. So I'm just gonna tell you, man. I don't really want to call who's gonna really do what, man. But from what I see, my eyes, I got to go with Thurman.
Thurman, okay, that's a definite good pick there. I agree with you on that one. And the last thing, Floyd, the way Hopkins went out against Joe Smith Jr., do you think that was his last fight, or do you see him coming back one more time?
I'm gonna tell you this right here about Hopkins. I didn't, you know, I could have saw the fight. The fight was on, and I didn't watch it. I saw the cat and went to sleep. And I've seen a couple other fights on there though. But I'm gonna tell you, man, Hopkins need to do what all the man's been doing over the years. Go find a seat and sit down.
I agree.
Because anytime you get in the 51, you get in your 40s enough, man. Right there, 40s sometimes is overrated with a lot of folks. But I'm standing right here, man. Man, 51 years old, man. He didn't went way over 40. He went into the 50s, man.
Right,
So I personally think that I think he personally he did good over the years, man. But it ain't like that no more. It ain't like that no more. It ain't because a lot of guys is better than him. It ain't because a lot of guys is better than him. But the whole thing is, man, your age and caught up to you. Your age and caught up with you, man. And so when your age catch up with you, man, hey, look, a whole lot of things gonna go wrong. It happens to everybody. It happens to Ali.
Everybody. Right. Definitely happens to everybody. Age catches everyone. That's for sure. Want to thank you for coming on, Floyd. I want to thank you for coming on. It was a real honor to have you on. Wanted to have you on for a long time, and it finally happened thanks to Amir. And
thank you. Appreciate it.
You got it. Bye.
And a nice holiday. And you have a nice holiday, all right?
You too. Happy holidays. Thank you.